Hello, I'm Carolyn Herbert from the Finance News Network, and joining me from European Lithium is CEO Dr. Steve Kesler. Steve, welcome back.
Good afternoon, Caroline. It's a pleasure to be back.
Steve, first up, can you start by giving us a recap of your key project and strategy?
Well, the project is a hard rock lithium project in Austria. It's not a greenfield project. It was developed by Austrians in the 1980s, but not brought into production because of the lithium price. But today the situation is very different, and we want to fast track the development of this project. We're looking at 2-year development to get spodumene concentrate to the glass ceramics industry of Europe, and within 4 years for the battery plants which are coming into Europe.
Thanks, Steve. And now to the Wolfsberg lithium project in more detail. Can you tell us a little bit more, starting with the characteristics of the deposit?
Well, the deposit is a fairly high-grade spodumene deposit. It's an underground vein structure, multiple parallel veins. The interesting thing about the project is that there are the potential to get byproduct minerals of feldspar, quartz and mica at the same time as getting out the lithium mineral spodumene. And that is a great advantage to decrease the net operating cost of the project.
So Steve, can you tell us about your latest drill results?
Well, we've just released results to show that we've increased the resource to 6.3 million tonnes of 1.17% lithium oxide. That's a 75% increase in resource tonnes and 33% increase in contained lithium. That has followed the verification of all the data that we inherited from Minerex, which was not JORC compliant. And the work that we've undertaken to repeat some of that work now allows us to use that work in a JORC compliant resource.
So Steve, what's planned going forward?
Well, clearly we want to make the project as large as it can be, so we're going to be doing more exploration to expand the size of the resource. We're also going to be doing metallurgical work to optimize the project and produce a pre-feasibility study by the middle of next year.
So what are your capital requirements and how much headroom do you have following the capital raising?
Well, we did the capital raise a month or so back, and that is enough to take us through to the pre-feasibility study. Clearly, as we go on to the definitive feasibility study, and especially if we are looking at fast-track development of concentrate, we'll be looking at other sources of capital.
A bit more of a general question now, Steve. What impact do you think President Trump will have on the lithium market, if any?
Well, I think President Trump is a businessman who wants to do what he can to develop the business interests of the US. I don't think that will have any impact on the lithium industry in Europe. Europe has its own dynamics. The motor manufacturers are developing battery plants there. Every politician looks to develop renewable energy, and that is a political process that's going to be independent of President Trump.
And finally, Steve, where would you like to see the company 6 months from now?
Completed a pre-feasibility study. We would have expanded the resource to demonstrate we can develop a larger project. We would be well into the definitive feasibility study, and hopefully we will be already in discussion with potential off-takers and joint venture partners.
Dr. Steve Kesler, thanks for the update on European Lithium.
Thanks, Caroline.